Today I come to Mary with a sincere request that this prayer may reach the hearts that are desperate, tired, silent, or in tears. If you are going through a difficult moment, know that you are not alone. This is a space of comfort and faith. Write your request in the comments and subscribe to the channel, because every time this prayer is heard, it will be renewed over your life. Let us walk together with faith, with hope, and under the loving gaze of the Mother who never abandons us. There are moments when the heart feels like it can't take anymore. The pain arrives without warning, fear takes over, and the feeling of being alone in suffering becomes almost unbearable. In those moments, all the soul longs for is an embrace, something that soothes, that holds, that brings peace. And that is why today we turn to Mary, because she knows what it is to feel pain. She understands the silence of long nights and the anguish of those waiting for an answer. But she is also the one who shows us that there is peace after the storm, that there is light even at the bottom of the pit, and that with faith, even the most wounded heart can be restored. Mary doesn't take us away from the pain. She walks with us through it, holding our hand when everything feels like it's falling apart. And that's what we ask for in this prayer, that she may comfort us, strengthen us, and lead us into peace. Mary, today I come to you not knowing exactly what to say. I just know that my heart is tired, confused, and heavy. There is within me a pain without a name, an emptiness that keeps growing, and a fear that refuses to leave. So I place all of this in your hands, even if I don't know how to make sense of what I'm feeling. I trust that you understand what I cannot explain. Receive my despair with your gentleness. Sit beside me in this difficult moment, and hold my soul with your presence. May your silence bring me calm, and may your gaze return hope to my heart. Because when everything feels lost, it's in your arms that I want to rest. And even if I no longer have the strength to pray properly, may my sigh become a prayer, and may you carry it to God with all the love of a mother. Mary, there are moments when the pain feels endless. The soul bends, the chest tightens, and everything inside me cries out for help. On those days, it's hard to see any way out. But even without understanding, I keep turning to you, because I know your love doesn't depend on my strength. It reaches me even when all I can do is cry. Help me make it through this darkness. May your presence light the way, even if it's just a small light, enough for the next step. Don't let me give up on myself. Don't let me get lost in this suffering. And little by little, may you return the peace that pain tried to steal from me. I know I'm not alone, because your heart beats close to mine. Mary, don't let me sink into the sadness that surrounds me. When hope feels distant, come and sit with me, even in silence, just so I know I'm not alone. Let your love wrap around me slowly, like an embrace that needs no words, only presence. Because sometimes, all I need is to know someone is here. Guard my heart from the discouragement that comes without warning. May I not believe the voices that say nothing will change, that it's too late, that there's no way out. Let your gaze remind me that there's still time, still light, still a chance to begin again. And even if the tears fall, may they be seeds of healing, because you are with me, and that alone is the beginning of a miracle. Mary, when despair strikes hard and I no longer know where to go, guide me with your hand. May I not make decisions driven by pain, nor close myself off to what could heal me. Let your love bring clarity when everything inside me is confusion. May I find in you a safe harbor where my soul can rest. Teach me to take a deep breath and trust, even when everything feels like it's falling apart. Help me learn, with you, to be strong with gentleness, to be firm without losing tenderness. May my faith, even if trembling, never break. And in the hardest moments, may your gaze find me and say without words, I'm here, and you will get through this. Mary, may I find in you the comfort the world doesn't know how to offer. Even when there's no embrace, no word, no answer, let me feel your presence surrounding me, because your love calms without needing to explain, and your care quiets fear without needing to promise anything. With you, even suffering finds a new meaning. Don't let me forget that I am loved, even on the days I can't love myself. Don't let me abandon who I am in the depths of despair. Give me the courage to ask for help, to rise slowly, to believe that there's still a path for me. May your mantle cover me completely and return to my heart what it has most lost: peace. Mary, when the weight of life feels heavier than I can bear, sit beside me and teach me how to breathe. Let me not feel weak for crying, nor guilty for not being able to smile. There are days when pain seems to take up every space, days when just getting out of bed is already a victory. And on those days, what I need most is to feel that someone is with me, someone who doesn't judge, who doesn't demand that I be okay, but who simply loves me in the midst of my pain. May your presence wrap around me like a silence full of meaning, that even without words, I may feel your hand holding mine. And may your love convince me that this despair is not the end, that there is something beyond what I'm living right now. Give me patience with my own process, compassion for myself, and strength to move through what today is paralyzing me. Mary, don't let me give in to discouragement. Stay with me until peace finds a home in me again. Mary, let my pain not isolate me. Let despair not close me off to those who want to love me. I know that so often, suffering makes me go silent, pull away, and hide, but I don't want to lose myself, nor those around me. I ask that you help me not turn my pain into a wall, but into a bridge, a place of reconnection with myself, with others, and most of all with God. Touch my heart with your motherly love. Even on the days when no one seems to notice what I'm going through, let me remember that you notice. Let me feel seen by you, heard by you, embraced in the deepest part of my soul. May this pain not be an end, but a path. A difficult one, I know, but with your presence, it becomes possible to walk through it, one step at a time, until I find the light again. Mary, today I ask you to lend me your faith, because mine at times feels small, tired, wounded. Teach me to trust even when I can't see, to believe even when there are no signs, to keep going even when everything around me invites me to give up. Help me be patient with my soul, to be kind to myself when I can't handle it all, to understand that I don't have to be strong all the time to be loved by God. Let me look to you in the moments of deepest darkness, and remember that you too knew pain, silence, and fear, but still you carried on. Still you trusted. Still you became a shelter for those who needed it. Do the same for me now, Mother. Be my companion on this journey. Teach me to wait for healing without losing hope, and to live one day at a time with a heart protected by your love. Mary, guard my heart from the thoughts that hurt me. Sometimes, despair doesn't come from the outside. It comes from the voices within me that repeat, I'm not enough, that this won't pass, that there's no way out. I ask you to silence those voices with your love. Help me remember who I am in God's eyes, loved, worthy, strong, even if I feel fragile right now. Let your pure and tender gaze return me to the truth. May I not drown in the judgments I place on myself when I am weak. May I treat myself with the same gentleness you would show me if we were face to face. And little by little, may that compassion heal what is wounded, calm what is restless, and lift up what has fallen inside of me. Mary, when my body is tired and my soul has no strength to respond, lie beside me in spirit and cover me with your mantle. May the weariness I feel not steal my faith, and may the weight of hard days not extinguish my inner light. Sometimes, all I need is a moment of silence, a deep breath, a quiet certainty that things will get better. And that is what I ask of you now. Stay with me, Mother. Do not let me get lost in the midst of pain. May I not grow used to this state of sadness as if it were permanent. Help me to know that this phase will pass, that this hard moment is only a part of the journey. Help me rediscover, even slowly, the peace within me. And may that peace, when it comes, bring back the sparkle in my eyes, lightness in my chest, and the certainty that with your presence, even the darkest days can learn to shine. Mary, help me get through this difficult time without losing my essence. May the pain not harden me, may fear not turn me cold, may suffering not transform me into someone I no longer recognize. Even in despair, I want to remain sensitive, capable of loving, of forgiving, of allowing myself to feel. May the pain never silence what is most beautiful in me. Sustain my inner self when everything outside seems to fall apart. May I find shelter in faith, even if small, even if quiet. May I not need to be strong to keep going, only willing not to give up. And in this daily surrender, even through tears, may your love slowly rebuild what has been broken inside of me. Because even wounded, I am still yours, and I know you will never leave me alone. Mary, may my pain never draw me away from God. Even when I don't understand the reasons, may I not close myself off from His presence. Because I know that heaven never abandons me, even when everything inside me screams otherwise. I know that your intercession reaches me, even on the nights when I can't pray, even on the days when my faith feels asleep. Protect me from the rushed conclusions that pain brings. May I not say I've been forgotten just because I'm still waiting. May I not believe it's over just because I can't see a way out. Teach me to endure with trust, even without understanding. And may I find by your side the peace the world cannot offer, a peace that gently whispers, there is still time, there is still a path, there is still love. Mary, in the moments when loneliness wraps around me like a cold blanket, warm me with your presence. May I not feel invisible or forgotten or somehow less for walking through a dark valley. Help me understand that even in the silence there is someone watching over me, feeling with me, interceding for me. May that certainty become my shelter when everything else fades. May I not be ashamed of my exhaustion, nor afraid to admit that I need help. Teach me that being strong also means knowing how to ask for rescue, that in your hands I can lay down what weighs on me, without guilt, without hurry, without needing to explain. Because your love, Mary, requires no effort, it simply welcomes. And it is in that love that I choose to rest today. Mary, when I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift my head, hold me in your invisible embrace. On the days when even prayer feels far away, may I simply exist in your presence, trusting that being with you is already a form of prayer. May I not expect more of myself than I can give, and may I accept that sometimes all I can do is cry, and that this too is faith. Quiet the noise inside me, the whirlwind of thoughts, the sudden anguish that rises in my chest and tightens without warning. Place peace where there is only affliction now. Give me a moment of true silence, where I can find myself again, breathe deeply, and remember that God's love does not depend on my performance, and that your love, Mary, surrounds me even when I don't realize it. May this moment be enough to reignite in me the certainty that I can still go on. Mary, grant me serenity when everything feels urgent. Teach me not to drown in the pressure, the demands, the deadlines that life imposes. May I not lose myself trying to handle it all while inside everything is falling apart. May your gaze remind me that I don't need to fix everything right now. There is a right time for every healing, and this crossing is also part of the journey. When the desire is to run, to disappear, to give up, hold my heart with your gentleness. Whisper that it is possible to keep going, even if slowly. That every step taken through the pain has value. That heaven sees my effort, even when no one else does. And that even without understanding, the simple fact that I am still here is proof that God's love sustains me through your silent, constant, and faithful presence. Mary, today I ask you to calm the storm I carry within my chest. Sometimes the pain is so intense it feels like it no longer fits inside me. It's as if my soul is crying out for help without sound, and all I truly long for is a safe place to rest, not from the world but from myself. And that's why I come to you, to be embraced just as I am, without masks, without strength, only truth. Embrace my fragilities, Mother. Do not let me believe that being strong means hiding what I feel. May I, in your presence, release what weighs me down, cry out what I've been holding in, and slowly rediscover within myself what pain tried to erase. Because I know that even wounded, I am still whole before you. And with your love, I can begin to stitch together every piece that despair tried to tear apart. Não sinto, tu estás aqui, e onde tu estás, há sempre caminho possível. O ChatGPT disse, aqui está a tradução da oração, com todo o carinho e suavidade. Mary, may I not feel weak for needing comfort. May I understand that despair does not define me, that the pain I feel does not erase who I am, that even shaken, even without knowing how to begin again, I am still worthy of love, of care, of tenderness. Teach me to look at myself through your eyes, full of gentleness, without haste, without judgment. May I not grow used to the emptiness that pain has left behind. May I have the courage to rebuild, even with small steps, even without guarantees. And may I feel your presence in each attempt to rise, pushing me forward, encouraging me, sustaining me. Because I know I am not alone. I know that even when I don't feel it, you are here. And where you are, there is always a possible path. Mary, may my faith not depend on what I see, but on what I feel when I place myself before you. On days when everything seems dark, when answers don't come, when even prayer feels empty, may I keep believing. Because true faith is not the one that demands signs, but the one that remains even in silence, even in the waiting. Strengthen this faith within me. May it not be shaken by the winds of pain, nor by the weight of hardship. May it grow like a silent root, firm, deep, alive. May I trust that you are interceding for me, even when everything seems still. And may that certainty be my shelter, knowing that your love covers me, even when the world tries to convince me that I've been forgotten. Mary, guard my heart from discouragement. Even in the face of loss, frustration, and wounds, may I still be able to believe that something good is waiting for me. May today's pain not erase the dreams I carry, nor weaken the faith I've fought so hard to keep alive. That in the midst of weariness, I may still lift my eyes to heaven and remember that hope is not dead. Do not let me believe that all is lost. Even when everything feels too hard, when the days are heavy, when the nights are far too long, help me to hold on. May I not let go of God's hand, even when I can't feel His presence. May I trust that He sees me, hears me, and loves me, and that you are by my side, carrying each of my tears to His heart. Mary, may my soul find rest even in the midst of chaos. May I be able to pause for a moment, close my eyes and breathe, knowing that I don't need to have all the answers right now. May peace not come only when everything is resolved, but begin now, in this very moment when I choose to give you what I can no longer carry alone. Cover me with your mantle and calm the winds around me. May the storms outside not enter within me. May your love be my shield against fear, against despair, against the urge to give up. And even if everything on the outside remains the same, may I feel something within me begin to change. Because your presence transforms without noise, heals without haste, and saves without a sound. Mary, may your love surround me in the moments when I no longer know how to go on. When my strength is too small, when the world feels too big, when everything inside me gets lost, may I remember you. May I recall that there is a love that is not afraid of my pain, that does not walk away from my weaknesses, that does not require me to be okay in order to embrace me. Teach me to rest in your arms, even when the ground disappears beneath my feet. May your presence be the anchor that holds me to life when everything tries to pull me away from myself. May I feel your care even in the details, in the small coincidences, in the silences that bring comfort, because even without words, you understand me. And that's why, even in despair, I keep trusting. Mary, when I no longer know what to ask for, may your voice intercede for me. May my tears speak where my words cannot reach. May heaven understand what my silence is trying to say. Because there are moments when exhaustion doesn't allow for expression, only presence. And it is your presence, Mother, that sustains me in those moments when everything feels too much. May I trust that, even at the bottom of the pit, the sky still stretches above me. May your gaze find me, even when I can't lift my own eyes. Let me remember, it is not the size of the pain that defines the end of the story, but the presence of God within it. And I know that through your intercession, even what seems impossible today will be transformed into comfort, into living faith, into a new chance for my heart. Mary, teach me to live one day at a time. May I not drown in the pains of the past, nor lose myself in the fear of what hasn't even come yet. May today be enough, not because it's perfect, but because your presence is in it. May I learn to notice your care in the small things, in someone's gesture, in the silence that comforts, in the strength that appears suddenly without me knowing where it came from. May my heart find refuge in you whenever the world feels too loud. When everything becomes confusing, may I close my eyes and imagine you by my side, walking with me, wrapping me in a love that never gives up. Because even if everything changes, Even if I change, your love remains. And that constancy, Mother, is what allows me to keep going, even when everything inside me wants to stop. Mary, do not let pain steal my ability to dream. Even in the midst of anguish, may I still be able to imagine better days. May I not close myself off to the new just because the present is hard. May my heart, even wounded, remain fertile, ready to begin again, to love, to trust once more. Because I know that with you, nothing ends where it seems to. Plant hope within me, even if it's small, even if it's timid. May this little seed grow in silence, nurtured by your presence. May it help me see life with gentler eyes, with less fear, with more faith. And even if the miracle hasn't come yet, may I walk as someone who already knows something good is being prepared, and your intercession is already opening invisible paths through which peace will pass. Mary, when everything around me feels cold, may your love warm my heart. Even without words, may I feel your presence wrapping around me, restoring me, reminding me that there is still beauty within me, even on gray days. May my pain not steal my sensitivity, nor make me lose gentleness toward the world. May I continue to be light, even when I feel dimmed inside. Teach me to care for myself with patience, to not rush my healing or punish myself for the emotions I can't control. May I accept my process with dignity, knowing that each step, even the slow ones, is sacred. May I allow myself to be fragile without guilt and strong without hurry. And with your intercession, Mary, may I gradually find my way back to myself, with more faith, more lightness, and more love. Mary, may I understand that I am not alone in this pain. Even when the world seems not to notice, you are with me, sharing my silence, hearing my muffled cries, translating my prayers without words. May I feel in a gentle and true way that someone sees me, someone who demands no explanation, who expects no perfection, just offers presence as you do now. Give me courage to keep walking, even without knowing where the path will lead. May I not demand certainty from myself, nor immediate results. May I simply continue one step at a time with your name on my lips and your love as my shield. May despair not define my story. May pain be a passage, not a destination. And may I, with you, arrive where peace finally waits for me with open arms. Mary, when the night feels too long and sleep won't come, stay with me. Even with my eyes open, may my soul find rest in the certainty of your presence. May I feel your peace hovering over me like a gentle breeze, easing the weight I carry, quieting the noise that screams inside. Even without words, may I know you are here, watching over me as only a mother can. And if tears fall in the darkness, may they not be signs of weakness, but of healing. Let me cry all that needs to be cried, without fear, without shame. May each tear wash away a little pain, and bring back the lightness that life tried to erase. And when the morning comes, may I wake with a more peaceful heart, like someone who knows that, even in the dark, heaven never slept. Mary, may my pain not make me forget the good that still exists. Even while wounded, may I still see beauty in the smallest things, in the shy dawn, in the simple gesture of someone, in the silent prayer that sustains me without me even noticing. May I find meaning again in the quietest details, and little by little, may life begin to pulse within me once more. May suffering not blind me to what surrounds me. Even in exhaustion, may I still find a way to give thanks. Not because everything is fine, but because your presence reminds me that there is still hope. And where there is hope, there is a path. May your love slowly restore my sensitivity, my warmth, my desire to keep going, not out of duty, but because it's worth it. Because living, even among wounds, can still be sacred. Mary, may your love rebuild in me what pain has undone. May I learn to believe in myself again, even after having fallen so many times. May I find strength among the ruins to rebuild my hope, stone by stone, even with trembling hands. May your tenderness remind me that I am still capable, that I still have worth, that my story didn't end where sadness tried to stop me. Give me the courage to begin again with lightness. May I not carry old guilt, nor cling to expectations that crush me. May I learn to be gentle with myself, to treat myself with respect, to allow healing to happen in its own time. Mary, teach me that I don't need to be ready to be loved, I only need to be open to be touched by the love that comes from you and leads me back to myself. Mary, thank you for not letting go of my hand on the days when even I couldn't believe in myself. Thank you for staying when everything fell apart, for being my refuge when no one else could see the storm happening inside me. Today, even though the pain still exists, it no longer feels as heavy, because I know there is a love sustaining me, silent, steady, present, your love. From now on, may I walk more lightly, not because everything has been solved, but because something within me has changed, because I was embraced in prayer, because I felt you with me. May this peace, which begins so gently, grow in me day by day, and may I never forget, whenever despair returns, I can return to your arms, to your light, to that sacred place where faith is reborn and the heart finds rest. Amen. If this prayer touched your heart, if at any moment you felt comfort, peace, or even just a small relief in the midst of pain, then this channel is your refuge too. Here, every word is made with faith, with truth, and with love, so that you never feel alone on your journey. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and write your prayer request in the comments. Every time this video is watched, this prayer will be renewed over your life. Mary is with you. And here, hope is shared.